Welcome, wrestling fans, to this live play-by-play and reaction for WWE NXT here on Tim Reynolds Show, one of the most electrifying sports entertainment channels on YouTube today. This is Tim Reynolds Show. Now let's go, and I hope you guys are ready for an electrifying Tuesday night as we get ready for WWE NXT here on July 21st, 2026, and appreciate you guys hanging out here on the live stream as we get to our preview here for WWE NXT as we go over what we should expect here for tonight. Hanging out here on Tim Reynolds Show. Guys, don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Alright guys, so the big matchup, we'll get to that in just a moment. You can see it right there on your screen. But ladies and gentlemen, here tonight on WWE NXT, we will see Saquon Sugars teaming up with Nomar Dar and Romero Moreno in this one. Romeo Moreno in this one to take on Dark State in a six-man tag match here tonight, which should be a very big matchup here with these two rivals, especially since Saquon Sugars has gotten knocked out of Dark State. He's been looking to make Dark State's lives miserable as we get ready here for this matchup, this six-man tag match here on WWE NXT. Let me know, guys, who do you think could win this matchup? Are you picking Saquon Sugars, who's teaming up with Nomar Dar and Romeo Moreno in this one against Dark State, or are you picking Dark State to get the victory in this six-man tag match? And guys, we'll also see Reyna Falcon make her NXT debut against Skylar Ray, and Skylar Ray also one of the newest superstars here on the NXT roster as we get things ready to go. Thank you, Rodney. How you doing, man? Hanging out with the like. Thank you for smashing that like button, ladies and gentlemen. We see here also taking place tonight. Going one-on-one once again, it's Jada Parker looking for some payback against Natty after Jada got beaten down a few weeks ago. As a matter of fact, that was our last WWE NXT live stream that we did here on the channel. So after we doing the baseball all-star game last week, we're going to go ahead and do another NXT live stream play-by-play here on Tim Reynolds Show for you guys. So Jada Parker versus Natty should be an excellent matchup, man. I cannot wait for this one here later tonight. And also, guys, in our main event of the evening, we will see the NXT Championship on the line as Tony D'Angelo will clash against Naruku once again as Naruku gets another opportunity at the NXT Championship here in our main event matchup as these two face off in a street fight, and we will truly find out who the better man is in this matchup here, our main event of WWE NXT. Man, a street fight with Tony D'Angelo and Naruku. This is going to be one hell of a main event on NXT. A really stacked lineup card here, man, and you know the scenes backstage, the storylines are always really cool to pay attention to here on NXT, so it should be a pretty interesting live stream. Tell me, guys, in the comments, what do you think this NXT live, this WWE NXT show will be? What do you guys think, man? Let me know what's your favorite matchup that you're looking for, and don't forget, please, to hit that like button and subscribe to Tim Reynolds Show, one of the most electrifying sports entertainment channels on YouTube today. This is Tim Reynolds Show. Now let's go, and that's our little preview, guys. Little preview here for what we could expect here on this WWE NXT episode. Really excited to see what's going to be happening here as we get ready to get things started. All right, we're just moments away. Don't want to do that. Sorry about that, guys. Just making sure we're up and running here. Could always check on that volume. Appreciate you, Rodney. Let's go, let's go. Sweet. How we're doing? We're doing good. All right. All right, guys, as we get ready to start, don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Let me know if you guys have any wrestling questions or shout-outs here in the live chat, and hope everybody's having a great Tuesday night as we get ready here, ladies and gentlemen.
other, all right? No matter what, Tony D'Angelo and Naraku cannot touch before the main event. I need the decisive winner in that championship street fight, Adrian. All right? No problem. Cool? I appreciate it. Thank you. All right, hey, I'm back.
Hey, Stone.
Okay, so you're coming tonight? Perfect. All right, thanks.
Robert Stone, NXT General Manager.
Sorry, I just wanted to talk to you a little bit.
I'm going to be honest. It's a really
just
busy
5 minutes, please, I promise.
Well, I do know who Stone does have time for, the low-key legend.
I really don't.
Tonight I'm tapping out Jada Parker yet again.
Or maybe she'll beat you.
Thea, the reason why Layla got hurt is because Layla couldn't hang. I'm just wondering what your excuse is.
Okay, you didn't need to come.
We're not doing this here. Natty, do you need something?
Maybe. Stone, tonight I'm ending Jada Parker.
Hey, so come on, let's talk just a little bit. Please, Stone.
And Thea Hale trying to talk to General Manager Robert Stone as we kick things off here on WWE NXT. And the crowd here in the Performance Center in Orlando is ready to go for another electrifying and exhilarating episode here of WWE NXT. And how are we going to get things kicked off here tonight? Well, we got to remember, we've got a huge main event that will take place later tonight as we'll see Naraku go one-on-one with Tony D'Angelo in a street fight match for the NXT Championship. But first, ladies and gentlemen, our first matchup of the night to kick off WWE NXT. As we see here, we get ready for a 6-man tag match that is scheduled for one fall. And introducing first, the team of Nomar Dar and Romeo Moreno! And guys, this unique tag team of Nomar Dar and Romeo Moreno have been a terrific and electrifying, exciting duo to watch team up, man. They do make a great tag team, I've got to say that.
And they have decided to stand next to and compete with their tag team partner in this 6-man tag team matchup.
And introducing their tag team partner, it's Saquon Sugars!
And their tag team partner, Saquon Sugars!
And Saquon Sugars has been really stepping out on his own after the last few months now since Dark State ousted him. But now teaming up with Romeo Moreno and Nomar Dar, you gotta think this could be a very interesting 6-man tag match. But you also have to remember as well that Dark State is a team that comes in well prepared and also works very well as a team together. How these guys are going to get along, we'll have to wait and see.
In this matchup, wanted to seize this moment.
And ladies and gentlemen, their opponents, making their way to the ring. With their leader, Dion Lennox, it's Dark State! And wasting no time here is Saquon Sugars going after Dark State, and we've got chaos on the outside. Nomar Dar getting taken out, Romeo Moreno getting taken out, and a big clothesline there by Dion Lennox. And now waiting for that bell to ring, and it does. And oh, there, a nice roll up there by Nomar Dar.
There's no doubt Dion Lennox is the leader of Dark State.
And that was the problem.
Lennox down.
Oh, and a quick kick out there as Nomar Dar able to get the nice counter there.
Well, anyone in the trio of Dark State regretting the decision to remove Saquon Sugars just tagged himself in. And look at Dion.
And now you see here, Dion Lennox getting a tag. That's Osiris Griffin.
He's running away.
I think Dion Lennox could be walking away or running away here from Dark State. Missing with the boot is Osiris Griffin, and now Sugars answers with a right elbow, shoving him out of the way. But going right back on the attack is Saquon Sugars. But Griffin able to... counter with a nice body slam after shoving Sugars out. And now here comes Cutler James. And thrown into the corner, the double elbows knocked down Saquon Sugars.
WWE main event, of course, every Thursday on WWE's YouTube.
Millions of views.
What a deep.
And a nice elbow there into the tag now. A double team there by Griffin and Cutler. As they continue to have the upper hand here, Sugars thrown into the corner, and Osiris Griffin catches a boot here. And now continuing to battle Sugars. Takes out the leg of Osiris Griffin. Now going after that left knee here. Griffin shoves Sugars out the way. Romeo makes the tag. And coming in a beautiful stomp to the spine of Osiris. And now Griffin throws Romeo and catches that boot, but doesn't catch that one. And a nice quick shot to Dion Lennox. And Moreno gets caught jumping off the middle rope, but he's able to counter. The tag made by Nomar Dar. And now Romeo the double team here, and Griffin able to fight out of it until, a beautiful double kick there. Nomar Dar taking the top side, and we see there the bottom side being taken by Romeo. And now on the outside, Cutler James and Osiris Griffin. Taken out with double kicks by the tag team of Nomar Dar and Romero. Look at that as these two are fired up. And wait a minute, there's Saquon Sugars, and now he's going after Dion Lennox. And wait a minute, what's going on here? Looks like Sugars calling the shots. And now looking for, to steal. They were trying to steal Dark State's move. And Cutler James and Osiris Griffin put a stop to that. And now, Sugars lands on the apron and thrown into the ring by Dark State. And now Dark State in complete control of this matchup. Will they be able to defeat Nomar Dar, Romeo Moreno, and Saquon Sugars here in our first matchup, a six-man tag match to kick off WWE NXT. We'll find out here, guys. What's going on, Alfie? How we doing, brother? All right, sounds like we're doing good. Looks like volume's working good. All right, thank you, everybody, for hanging out here as we see, Dion Lennox with a nice Northern Light suplex, and Nomar Dar able to kick out. So we're still side by side with the commercial break, guys, but please make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. What's up, Alfie? How we doing, man? Tim Reynolds and Booker T is the next NXT commentators will be epic. Dude, thank you, Alfie. I appreciate you, dog. All right, we got the chat up now, guys. One of the newest things on Tim Reynolds Show, we're trying to get this chat up here for most of you guys to be able to see with your comments and questions. If you guys have any WWE questions or comments or just anything you guys would like to shout out, make sure you hit me up with those super chats. And don't forget to please like and subscribe to Tim Reynolds Show. Cutler James now in here, going for a cover and a kick out at 2 by Nomar Dar. As we see here, James really continuing to keep the pressure on here in this one. So now a double team here in Griffin, and we see Cutler James able to take advantage there, or I should say Griffin does. And now Osiris, though, doesn't get the 3 count. All right, so continuing to battle here. Throwing Nomar Dar into the corner there with a lot of ferocity, and now leaping off the middle rope, a huge splash by Osiris Griffin, and Omar Dar somehow able to kick out of that. So now the pressure here is on the unique team of Romeo Moreno, Nomar Dar, and Saquon Sugars as the tags made, and a big back elbow there by Dion Lennox, the cover, and the kick out at 2, the assist by Osiris Griffin there. Cutler James, we haven't seen much from James and Osiris Griffin, to be honest with you, especially in one-on-one action. But here in a six-man tag match, you would assume what we're seeing right now, it would be the outcome. Dark State dominating this unique tag team that has not tagged up together before in this six-man tag match. But Nomar Dar putting up a fight here, trying to get out of this headlock, this submission-like maneuver here from Dion Lennox, who's looking to overpower Nomar Dar. But Nomar's going to keep fighting back here in this one. But oh, wait a minute. Looking for a back suplex, and it connects by Dion Lennox, the leader of Dark State, showing off that power, and now looking, oh, the cheap shot to Romeo Moreno. Saquon Sugars calling out Dion Lennox, but backing away, looking to continue the pressure here on Nomar Dar.
Saquon Sugars and what they're doing.
Tag made now to Osiris Griffin, and able to move out of the way, Nomar Dar again, and now the tag made to Sugars. Cutler James comes in, but Sugars takes out Dion, and now, Cutler James misses, off the ropes now, missing with the double clothesline, the drop kick on the outside, takes out Dion Lennox, and now Sugars in trouble. Grabbed by the hair back inside the ring. A big clothesline to Cutler James. And now, Griffin catches him, but a big boot to James. The boot to the knee of Griffin. And now, the double crossbody taking out both men from Saquon Sugars. And now, there goes Griffin on the outside, stumbling, bumbling, and now the kick to the gut here by Saquon Sugars. He's got Cutler James up in the air with a beautiful suplex and the drop kick to boot. The cover here. And Dion Lennox gets there to break that up and save it for his team. And you know Dion Lennox is going to make this personal as he continues to battle here. Now the chops from Saquon Sugars. The right hands, but missing with that one. Dion, though, goes stumbling to the outside, and a big drop kick there from Saquon Sugars. So with Dion on the outside, a big boot here to Cutler James. A springboard got caught. James, a beautiful spinning backbreaker, but Romeo leaping off the top rope catches an uppercut. Here comes Osiris Griffin. And Romeo gets thrown into Nomar Dar, and now looking to end this here. Dark State, all three members throwing Sugars, and wait a minute, a battle! A beautiful Hurricane Rana to a roll-up and a kick out there in two, and now Nomar Romero holding on to Dark State. Cutler James, the clothesline to the outside by Sugars, the big boot and Insecurity to Osiris Griffin, and Sugars makes the tag. Here goes Romeo with the leaping missile drop kick, taking out Dion Lennox. He makes the tag to Cutler James, and Sugars with the crossbody takes out Dion Lennox, and Nomar Dar just took out the feet of Cutler James, and now that's giving Romeo the opportunity to leap over the top rope and take down Dark State. And this matchup is awesome! As we see Dion has Sugars on his shoulders, but here goes Sugars with the counter. Dion on his shoulders, and oh my goodness! He just went in through the freaking barrier! And now throwing Cutler James back inside the ring. Nomar Dar and Romeo Moreno looking to finish this matchup here. Well, wait a minute. Osiris Griffin just grabs and slams down Nomar Dar. And now the roll-up here on Cutler James. And a kick out at two. Romeo now, catches a big boot. And the tag made to Osiris Griffin. And now Dark State looking for the double team. And it connects, that beautiful double power bomb. The cover here, and your winners, Dark State. And Cutler James and Osiris Griffin get the job done after Dion Lennox was taken out by Saquon Sugars. But man, give it to Romeo Moreno. That huge crossbody takes out both men, leaping off the top rope. And then Saquon Sugars, and now they're having to separate these two. Backstage, women's locker room.
Izzy wanting to kick Izzy Dame's teeth out. People say this is the best women's division in the world, but I didn't expect it to be even more chaotic than the mosh pits back home.
You're telling me I can't even get 30 seconds with the GM. It's absolutely ridiculous. At least you got another opportunity. I haven't gotten anything.
You're telling me. I've been trying to get going since LFG, but we all have to start somewhere, and I'm starting with Raina tonight.
Hey, Skylar, you got that, though. That's easy work. Meanwhile, I still got Natty in my business. Girl, you don't even go here. Like, Raw or SmackDown don't miss you.
I mean, aren't you the reason why we're dealing with Natty in the first place, though?
Oh, you got a loose jaw.
Kendall, you can't say that to Jada Parker.
No, Ren.
The truth, though.
It's cool. I get it, but tonight I did all of that with Natty.
Hey, who hasn't been upset and said something they don't mean? I mean, this locker room's tough. I've been here for a while. I get it. But go kick Natty's ass tonight. You got it, Jada.
I better go, too.
You got it, too, baby.
I'll come with you.
Yeah. But
Have you thought about what you want to say to Lola tonight?
Kendo and Lola
Not
face
really,
off
but we're up next.
next.
All right, guys, so we'll see the NXT Women's Champion Kendall Gray as she goes face-to-face with the new #1 contender Lola Vice here on WWE NXT coming up next. Make sure you guys please hit that like button and subscribe to Tim Reynolds Show. Now let's go. So Alfie, backstage, we see Thea Hell talking to some of the other girls there in the locker room, and it is Lizzie Rain that started off that conversation saying she did not expect that this NXT Women's Division was as chaotic as it was, already hearing about how it was the best women's division in wrestling already. But man, after the chaos that's taken place over the last few weeks, it looks like Lizzie Rain is starting to learn what the NXT women's locker room is really like with all the chaos and chaotic nature that's going on, man. Heck yeah, man. Respect to you as acknowledge Tim Reynolds and fire Logan Paul. Heck yeah, man. I appreciate you, Alfie. I hope everybody's doing well, guys. Don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. All right, everyone doing good here. We got the chat up. Let me know if you guys have any comments, concerns, anything you guys want to talk about, anything you guys want to say, any shout-outs. If you have any wrestling questions, WWE questions, anything you guys want to ask, just hit me up with those super chats here on the live stream. And don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. All right, so just waiting to get back to the action here, everybody. Not too bad, huh? That six-man tag match was pretty electrifying, if you ask me. Saquon Sugars teaming up with Nomar Dar and Romeo Moreno. I think that was a great team, but obviously you can see they didn't have the chemistry they needed together to win that match as Dark State gets the victory. Osiris Griffin and Cutler James got to really prove to themselves like they didn't need Dion Lennox to win this match for them, right? They were able to get the victory with Saquon Sugars taking out Dion Lennox, throwing him through the freaking barrier there, the wooden barrier that's out there. So yeah, crazy. Yeah, Alfie, I kind of understand what you're saying. To be honest with you, there's been so many new people coming and going from NXT. It's been hard to really keep up with. And the surprising thing is, too, is right now on the main rosters, you're not seeing Joe Henry getting used as much as I expected. You didn't see someone like Jordan Grace getting used as much as I expected, you know, and it's starting to really be, I don't know, I guess just an issue, right? Or a concern with WWE Creative. Like, I don't know if you guys watched Monday Night Raw or not with us last night, but man, that just felt like a weird show altogether. I mean, sure, good matches, pretty decent storylines, so maybe not like an F-graded show, but it just felt weird. The whole show felt off. It didn't feel like a typical Monday Night Raw, the way they kind of make things, you know, smooth out and the way they kind of put things out there. And I do think that General Manager Adam Pearce mentioned that Seth Rollins was supposed to kick off the show, and that didn't happen. They actually kicked off right with the match, which is really not what they normally do on the main roster. So, interesting to see how that plays out. All right, appreciate everybody hanging out with us here on Tim Reynolds Show. Don't forget to please like and subscribe. We're waiting to get back from a commercial break here. Hope everybody's doing well on this beautiful Tuesday. Oh, wrong button. And yeah, guys, WWE Unreal Season 3 talking about the ending of John Cena's career and going behind the scenes of WWE Creative and how they make this stuff happen. Man, crazy. Crazy, dude. SummerSlam's probably going to be better than WrestleMania this year. Alfie, absolutely. I was already calling that, dude, honestly. I do think that SummerSlam's going to be freaking huge. And you can't blame WWE, man. Like, they needed a bounce back because WrestleMania wasn't even as good as the Royal Rumble. Like, obviously, it's a 2-night event, so it put up more numbers because of the 2 nights, but just neither one of the nights had as many viewers or as much as they expected like they got for that 1 night of the Royal Rumble. So, honestly, I do think WWE needs SummerSlam to be a big hit so they can get that momentum because the dull season for WWE is usually right around Survivor Series. So you want to leave SummerSlam with some momentum that's going to help carry this company, through Survivor Series and until we get to Rumble and Mania season again. So interesting to see what's going to happen. Ty, the sports guy, how we doing, man? I'm doing good because I'm doing great. Heck yeah, Ty. Glad to hear it, buddy. Welcome to the chat, man. But yeah, guys, I really got to get caught up on that WWE Unreal series. I recently just got to watch another episode of the Netflix NFL quarterback series. That's pretty cool to watch, to be honest with you. Heck yeah, Alfie, we appreciate the good vibes here, brother.
Available now.
And ladies and gentlemen, making her way to the ring, accompanied by the WWE Women's Speed Champion, Ren Sinclair, she is the NXT Women's Champion, Kendall Gray! And already successfully defending that title against Natty, Kendall Gray found out last week who her new #1 contender would be, and it looks like it'll be a rematch for Lola Vice taking on Kendall Gray.
#1 contender here in a matter of moments.
It's about to go down. Oh yes, I love
Alba versus Brock and Hell in a Cell gonna be fire. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Always, it's about to pop off. I love it. Yes.
NXT on the CW is brought to you by Napa.
Uh-oh.
Fireworks book.
And not wasting any time as she makes her way to the ring, she is one half of the AAA Mixed Tag Team Champions, Lola Vice!
AAA Mixed Tag Team Champions, Lola Vice. 2 of the biggest.
Yeah, you see, Alfie, it was kind of interesting. You see, I think they tried to put Money in the Bank after SummerSlam to sort of help for that lull time that we have usually between the months of like late August all the way to about October, and I would think that WWE was smart by doing that.
Hola, Kendall.
Hola, Kendall.
Hola, Lola. Now, to be honest with you, it would have been nice to run it back with Kalani or Callie, but I'm glad it was you.
Why? So you could prove it wasn't a fluke? You would have been better off with one of them, Mama. I worked way too hard for too long to step to the side. I told you you would dominate this NXT Women's Division one day, but it would be when Lola Vice was done. And I'm not done yet.
Okay.
Vice City continues to grow. I bided my time. I took every setback to the chin and kept moving forward. First, it was Lyra, then Roxanne, then Stephanie, then JC, and then finally, it was my time.
I get that. You became everything that everyone said you could be. but then you ran into me.
A few weeks ago, Kendall, you walked in here after you won the title. You were nervous, overwhelmed, shy. It was cute. You told all these people here that when you looked at me at the contract signing, you were looking at a champion.
True.
And you're right. But to be honest, all I saw when I looked at you was someone who needed validation.
I don't need validation. This title is validation. And unlike you, I didn't need years to prove that I belong here.
Ooh.
And I'm not gonna apologize for that.
You're right. You got here fast, but let's see how fast it all comes down, Kendall. Because the mirror doesn't lie. With or without the title around my waist, I look like a champion.
Okay, Lola.
I see a woman who's secure of herself. A woman who knows herself and knows her worth. But what do you see? Someone who's shy, insecure, and vulnerable.
All right, Lola.
You can call me whatever you want. But I'm not weak. I come out here being honest with myself. I'm honest with all of them.
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest with you, I don't think there's a woman back there or standing in front of me that can beat me at my best.
Ooh.
You beat me one time, 3 seconds, for one night and one night only. You were the better woman. But you beat me in a match. You can't beat me in a fight.
I don't know, Kendall. I think I know where she's going.
I know exactly where she's going, and I think it's a perfect idea. What's a better way to prove myself as a champion? And it's a perfect way to settle this.
I would think about that if I were you, because where I plan on taking you, you're gonna get exposed.
Ooh.
So Mita, guys, I'll give her an extra week to train. And on August 4th, you bring me my title and you meet me in the underground.
Oh!
Hell yeah.
Nice.
The I Am Survivor versus the Queen of the Underground. Your match in your turf.
You don't sound nervous, and you should be. Because after I knock you out and get my title back, little Miss Pick-Me Girl is gonna have to get picked up off the mat.
That's cute. I'll see you in the underground. And after I'm done whooping your ass, you can go back to shaking it.
Oh! Damn! And Kendall Gray not backing down from the words of Lola Vice as she looks to get her NXT Women's Championship back. But Kendall Gray will look to take down Lola Vice in the underground.
Champion Tony D'Angelo. Competitors, they come and go. But ever since I got into this building, I have been the constant. And now that I got this title, there isn't a man who is tough enough to kick me off of this mountain, including whoever sent me that box. I know that wasn't a gift. That was a warning. The rumors, they're true. The Rocky.
This is my moment to strike, says Naruku.
IWGP Heavyweight Champion. The Sharks are circling, but you know what? I love the chaos. Evil is coming. It is our destiny to go to war. And you please just Tony D is ready to throw down.
And even after Naruku attacked the eye and sight of the NXT champion, Tony D'Angelo was still able to overcome that.
Stand right here with me. You're ready for war, Marco. Because I am. Tony leads tonight, still with gold around his waist.
Well, for the first
And
time
that's
ever,
right,
the
guys.
NXT
Tony
title will be
D'Angelo was
defended
victorious against
in a
Naruku
street fight.
at NXT Great American Bash. But now we get ready for our next matchup that is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, it's Keanu Carver!
Introducing first from Washington, D.C., weighing in at 290 pounds, Keanu Carver.
And Keanu Carver will look to do exactly what he did to Hank and Tank's teammate as he gets a matchup coming up next here against Hank. Next here on WWE NXT. Javon and Joe Henry should win. Last week we faced Pence at SummerSlam. Yeah, look, I love the fact that Chad Gable's getting an opportunity at the WWE Men's Intercontinental Championship. I think for him, that's exactly what he needs, Chad Gable, to build on this momentum with him being that luchador in AAA. And I got to tell you, man, I think Chad Gable's going to win. I do. Penta's had the title for quite a long time. I think they're looking for a pop in WWE, and they'll get a big one in Minnesota if Chad Gable's able to win the title. So, is Booker T the commentator on NXT? Who else? Yeah, I always forget the other guy's name, but he's been on NXT with Booker T for quite a while now. Where's Stephanie Vaquer and Ilya Dragunov? Haven't seen them wrestle. Yeah. So that's the thing, man. I couldn't tell you. I know that Stephanie Vaquer had a little injury thing going on, and Ilya Dragunov came in hot after his big injury, so maybe they were just giving him some time off. But I think that's me kind of being an optimistic person as far as where's Ilya Dragunov and Stephanie Vaquer. I think right now WWE Creative is having a big problem. I think they're not really able to get the sort of storylines that they want to get that they think are legit storylines, you know, like I don't know if it's because they're using AI. I don't know if it's because like the rumors have been saying online where TKO's been getting too involved in WWE creative storylines, right? I mean, heck, there's somebody from ESPN that just got fired for making bad reviews about WWE PLEs. I'm like, you gotta let people speak their honest opinions. If the PLE is bad, it's bad. Like WWE in 2026 has not been good. 2024 was really good. 2025 was okay. Right now in 2026, it's bad. WWE has not really been good this year, and I think the ratings sort of show that. The ticket prices show that especially. I mean, gosh, they were charging, I think, like $75, $125 a ticket for most of these events, and it's just like, you're just pricing out people that really want to go to these shows. And I did hear some news that SummerSlam now has got about $25 a ticket for what the new prices are now going for SummerSlam. And I think that that's a big deal because that's a better price point for you to get the crowd to fill up the stadiums that you're in. And honestly, man, I think that's where TKO has got to really watch it, because if we have one of these PLEs where we can clearly see that it is not sold out, I mean, heck, it was pretty embarrassing because the start of WrestleMania, you seen a lot of empty seats. And sure, maybe a few thousand empty seats to, you know, just the naked eye to me and regular sports fans might not seem a lot. But for someone like me that's watched wrestling for a long time, that was probably the first time, and I don't remember how long, that not everybody was in their seats for the anticipation of a WrestleMania. It's like the excitement, the thrill really wasn't there. I thought this year's Royal Rumble was actually pretty dull, but it still had decent numbers from what I've looked up online as far as people viewing and what they were able to make. So I don't know, man. I can't tell you the solution other than the fact that WWE and TKO and their creative team need to get a little bit better, I think, with their story adaptations, because I don't think a lot of the wrestlers are liking it either. I mean, you got guys reported like Braun Breaker, who's really upset about his direction with the company. Now you're hearing about also rumors about Bayley leaving the company. Like, you're going to let Bayley leave? Are you kidding me? Yeah. I'm also scratching my head on what they're doing with Joe Henry and Jordan Grace. I don't know what's going on with that. Only part will be years good to SummerSlam. Yeah, we'll see, man. And making his way to the ring, accompanied by Tank. Representing Hank and Tank, it's Hank Walker!
Look in his eye because he's fighting tonight for his partner. He's fighting tonight for his team, and the fact that he was thrown off, if you remember where the issues began between these two, of the stage.
And a slam right into the corner as we get things started. And Hank going right after Keanu Carver here with the shots to the gut. Oh, and a cheap shot by Keanu. But Hank going with the kick now and going right back after Keanu. A nice counter. Carver throws Hank and catches him with a huge back elbow. And then Hank follows that up with a huge knee to the gut. And now momentum here. Hank looking for a suplex, but Keanu Carver able to block it and then went for the clothesline. Hank catches that with some couple of knees to the guts and now throws Keanu Carver into the middle rope. And a backsplash as the neck of Carver goes to the middle rope, but Carver blocks that kick, going for the clothesline here, but Hank with a huge big boot takes down Keanu Carver. And Tank there at ringside loving it as Hank Walker continues to pressure. But wait a minute, Keanu Carver comes back with a big elbow here, able to stop the momentum now into the ropes here. Tank able to hold on. A big boot connects to the chin of Keanu. And now Carver feeling it here, and a big boot knocks out Hank Walker. And Tank checking on his buddy here. And Hank Walker back inside, ducking under the clothesline here, and Keanu, gets caught with a spinning slam, the cover here, and a kick out at 2. And a beautiful spinning slam by Hank Walker there, connecting and slamming down Keanu. And now Carver catching some right hands and left hands in the gut in the corner. Able to come out of the corner, countering it. Just throws Tank into the opposite turnbuckle. And he comes splashing out of the corner there, the spine. And Hank now lifted up by Keanu. And what a spine buster! Lifting Hank up on top of his head and delivering a huge backbreaker. And now the the elbow drops here from Keanu Carver, keeping the pressure on Hank Walker here. And now off the ropes here goes Hank, and what a big clothesline from behind to the neck and head area of Hank Walker as he knocks him down. And Keanu Carver keeping the pressure. And guys, don't forget, Natty will take on Jada Parker here later on WWE NXT. That matchup scheduled to be up next. So Hank, able to counter now, going with the right elbows here to Keanu Carver. Carver answers with a big knee. And now he picks up Hank here, looking for a fall-away slam. And a beautiful slam there by Keanu Carver. And you see Tank trying to help out his buddy, cheer him on, the cover here. But a kick out at 2.
Booker on that kick out. He did get the shoulder, but there was not a lot.
Still in the game, though. Hank's still in the game. It tells me a lot about Hank Walker because a lot of guys would have just left their shoulders on the mat and took that 3 count.
You see here Tank trying to really help out his boy, but wait a minute. Keanu Carver on the outside takes out Tank, throwing him shoulder first into the steel steps, but Hank Walker dives through the ropes and takes out Keanu.
There's no strategy to compete against Carver.
And now wait a minute, Carver picks up Hank, and Hank though able to counter, throws Carver's shoulder first into the steel post, and that could be the opening that Hank needs here. Back inside the ring, Carver fading, misses with the clothesline, and a big diving elbow takes out Carver, and now Hank Walker's got the momentum.
He's got to go out there and prove himself every time he steps into the ring, and he's in there with a man who has
now going up to the top rope here. And oh boy, Hank taking his time though, looking for a huge splash, and Carver able to move out of the way. And now Hank, gets caught, and Carver just tossed Hank Walker like a rag doll, and now Keanu, and the big spine buster, and what a victory! And your winner in this one, Keanu Carver!
Our general manager just give Carter what he wants? Should he just give him a title opportunity?
And oh no, now Carver going after Hank, and now Tank in the ring here, trying to go after Carver. And oh, wait a minute. Oh, slamming him into the ring apron now. And oh, Keanu. Oh, slamming Tank on top of the announcer's table.
Come on, ref.
Do your job, ref. Do your job.
What else is going to happen? Oh, wait a minute. No.
And now, oh, wait a minute. From behind, who is that? It's E.K. Prosper. Then he's there to help out Hank and Tank. And now, wait a minute. And Hawk, the double slam by Hank and Tank, the double team again, and now E.K. Prosper, oh, with a beautiful backflip moonsault, taking down Keanu Carver. And friends gotta stick together, right? As E.K. Prosper and Hank and Tank take down Keanu Carver, and maybe they finally put him in his place a little bit. But Keanu Carver gets the victory.
That I bumped into earlier today. I mean, here's the thing. If you want my help, I mean, I'm happy to invite you to the dungeon. I'm happy to train you. I'm happy to help make you relevant again. You can see what I've done for these girls. I could do a lot for you because whatever you're doing on your own, if I'm being honest, it's not really working for you. So you can aspire to be a legend like me, or you can aspire to be a soft bitch like Jada Parker.
I actually don't mind Jada Parker. It's you I don't like.
I rethink that if I were you.
Or don't.
I mean, works for us either way.
Let's go. Okay. I hope she punches your teeth in. Genuinely. What the heck is wrong?
And Thea Hale getting a lot of TV time today as we see backstage. Natty was with her cohorts there as she was talking a lot of trash to Thea Hale, saying, hey, if you want to come to the dungeon, you want me to make you relevant again, sure, we can do that. But right now, whatever you're doing on your own is just not working out. I think Thea Hale is one of those underrated superstars being used right now. She's a big fan favorite. It's somebody that's not really getting the opportunities I think she could. But you're also seeing other superstars, I think, on here on the NXT women's roster that also aren't getting what they deserve, right? Jada Parker's probably somebody who definitely earned a shot a while ago, but she's also been through a rough patch here over the last few months, not getting a lot of wins as of lately for Jada Parker. Interesting to see. There's a lot more we could go over with that, but we'll wait to get back to the action here on Tim Reynolds Show's WWE NXT live play-by-play and reaction. Hope you guys are having a great night. Thank you everybody for hanging out with us here on the show. Don't forget, guys, if you have anything to talk about here in the chat, any questions, live stream, any questions on the live stream that you guys want to ask, any WWE questions, wrestling questions, sports questions in general, don't forget to ask, guys, and do appreciate everybody hanging out with us here. We can use our minds and take a step at a time, and we can do anything that I wanna do. What happened to Blake Monroe? They signed her to SmackDown. All they see done is attack people backstage. That's a really good example, Alfie, of what we just mentioned earlier, man. Like, the creative of WWE doesn't seem to have a direction for a lot of these characters. You know, it almost really looks like they're throwing darts at a dartboard and just picking, hey, let's have her do this, or let's have this person do that. You know, they're not actually building storylines for people to really get invested to and follow, and that's what you need. Like, you need the payoff match to have something to pay off with, and if the storylines kind of sucked, or the feud or rivalry or whatever you want to call it has kind of sucked, then who's really going to pay attention? Who's really going to follow along? And I think Blake Monroe, again, one of those superstars that got called up to the main roster, in my opinion, way too early. It's more of a clickbait type thing, right? She's a former influencer, so she obviously gets a lot of hits on social media. It was kind of like the same thing I felt about Julia. When Julia got called up to the main roster, I thought that was way too early for her, and you can see with the creative direction she's been in, the best thing she's been able to do is come be a heel. Like, even this babyface turn that she's on right now, facing her former like assistant or whatever it was, friend or whatever it is. That's probably been her best storyline that she's had thus far, and she's already been the WWE Women's United States Champion twice, right? Like, it just doesn't make a lot of sense to me, man. And I also get really irritated with the fact that how you used to run these shows was you had your staple champions on pretty much every show, right? Like, if you weren't going to have a world title match, if you weren't going to have an Intercontinental Championship match, well, then more than likely you would have a tag team championship match, or at least matches that are building towards those championships, right? So that means you have your champions on the show, either performing or really giving good storylines and good promos, and you just don't see that anymore, man. You see this storyline come, and then you don't hear from this person for a while. You see this storyline come, and then this person just gone off the face of the earth. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And WWE is almost using their rosters, if you will, like, I don't know, decks in a card game, like, you know, cards in a card game. Like, that's not really how it's supposed to be, right? Like, okay, maybe you do have your aces, right? Or you have your kings and your queens. I get that, right? But you also have your jack of all trades. Like, there's a lot of people like that that you can utilize week in and week out. And they just don't.
One night, a superstar can have a chance to make history, win the Money in the Bank, cash it in, and you become champion.
Well, you talk about money, and last night, Shiloh Hill, I hope he had enough human monies when he ran into this individual.
Last night, Shiloh Hill on Monday Night Raw ran into Danhausen.
Whoa!
Hey, what's up? Is it cool if I call you Dan?
Well, it's Danhausen. It's one word.
Oh,
sure.
Okay. My name's Shiloh Hill. I'm from NXT.
Oh, yeah. Master of the Web of Darkness. I've heard of you.
Hey, beautiful lab you got here.
Oh, it's very expensive. You here to get experimented on?
No, not today. I'm actually here. There's this dude named Tristan Angels. He's in NXT also. Super obnoxious, really British. He got jealous of me because I beat him in a beauty pageant, and then he actually smashed one of my teeth. And I'm looking to get a replacement, maybe.
Hey, you're a tooth guy?
Can you see?
Whoa. That's a big hole there.
Yeah.
So what do you want? You want a tooth?
Yeah, I was seeing if maybe you had some extras that I could.
They found a way to put Danhausen on NXT.
Let me find you the perfect one. And there you go.
Sweet. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Just need some adhesive or something.
Yeah. That's going to cost you a lot of human monies, though.
Human monies. I don't have any cash on me. Would you take Bitcoin?
What?
Yeah, it's cryptocurrency. You put it in your computer.
You say cryptocurrency?
Yep.
Yeah, that sounds pretty
Yeah,
good.
it's definitely stolen, but if you're cool with it, I'm cool with it.
All right. Yeah, that'll do. I'll figure it out.
Cool.
All right, see you
Have a
later.
good one, bud.
Hope that wasn't the first tooth. It'll be quite bad for everyone. Not me, though. Who cares?
Oh my gosh, man. Danhausen talking to Shiloh Hill on WWE Raw. They found a way to put Danhausen on NXT, guys. Oh my goodness. And ladies and gentlemen, our next matchup is scheduled for one fall. And introducing first, it's Jada Parker!
There's a woman who's trying to get
Miss Parker! Miss Parker! Miss Parker! Miss Parker! Miss Parker!
This match is brought to you by Panda Express. Have you eaten yet? Is this must win for Parker?
I can tell you this. I don't think it's a must win, but she has to do something special tonight.
And her opponent from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, representing the Hart Family Dungeon, Natty!
And making her way to the ring, she's the low-key legend, Natty!
Is soft.
Let's say that at all. Jada Parker is here to put something tonight. This is the ultimate test for Jada Parker.
And now we're getting ready to get this matchup started as the bell rings. Make sure you guys get your votes in here on Tim Reynolds Show.
Natty is the the Evolve Women's Champion.
And now attacking Natty here is Jada Parker as she knocks her down. And Natty quickly knocking off Parker. Oh, and going after Nikita Lyons. And Carmen there, provides the distraction, the roll-up, and a kick out at 2. Natty looking to take advantage of a nice headlock takedown, the roll through there. Nice counter by Parker. And you see Natalya taking her time as well. Ooh, and blocking that slap and responding with one of her own. But a beautiful headlock takedown by Natty. But Parker quickly back to her feet.
Somebody want to take Jada Parker's spot. How many times have I said it?
That's fair.
How many times have I said it?
A lot.
Get not miss on your lawyers around NXT.
And now here, Natty with the side headlock here on Jada. Parker looking to counter here.
As we saw earlier tonight, though, Jada does
and off the ropes now, Parker. A nice shoulder takedown, knocks down Natty. And the referee there trying to get some order here as the low-key legend, I think, is a little surprised by this effort here by Jada Parker.
Jada Parker did not give Natty the proper respect that she deserves. And that's just facts. That's just facts.
And Jada talking a lot of smack here to Natty as this match continues.
The two women out here in front of us. Natty, though, to get the jump.
And a kick to the knee there. Now Natty going right after her, looking for a takedown. A nice wrestling move here, trying to look for wrist control is Natty. Parker going after the head here, looking for a headlock takedown. And the crowd behind Jada Parker here.
Most will know from the famed Art Dungeon.
Oh, and pulling the shoulder out of socket there with that left arm with the wrist lock now. Continuing the pressure, here's Jada Parker. And the boot to the face of Natty. And Natty with a nice counter with a boot of her own to the chin of Parker. A double slap and a slap right back by Parker, who's not backing down. Natty looking for a takedown here. Parker countering with a back elbow and a clothesline knocks down Natty. Jada Parker now with a big clothesline again, knocks down the challenger. And now Natty in the corner could be in trouble. Parker, wait a minute, counters, and now a big slap. And Natty's in the wrong spot here, and you know what's next.
Do it. Oh, here we go. Yeah.
The hypnotic and the high-stepping Jada Parker with a beautiful move takes down Natty. And now off the ropes. Ooh. And Nikita Lyons there. The two cohorts pulling Natty back to the side. And Jada! And a drop kick there, but Natty from behind takes advantage and taking out the knee of Jada Parker.
Parker's hurt. Natty's in control.
And with Parker hurt and her cohorts having her back, it's 3-on-1 essentially. And now Natty's taking advantage as we head to this commercial break here, guys. Jada Parker getting thrown back into the ring, and what a cheap shot by Natty. Taking out that lower leg of Parker on the outside while she was distracted and preoccupied with the other two ladies outside the ring. Nikita Lyons, the WWE Women's Evolve Champion, there at ringside, as well as Natty keeps the pressure on here, slamming, and oh no, Parker now could be in big trouble as she looks to wrap that knee around the ring post. And oh no, Parker now being picked apart here by Natty. And oh no, not again. Looking for a figure four. Yes! Oh my goodness, the figure four leg lock around the steel post. And Parker can't do anything but wait for the referee to count out Natty. Jeez. And Natty talking smack to Booker T. And oh man, now back inside the ring, Jada Parker, man, she looks like she's in trouble here, guys. And a big right hand from Natty. And she continues the pressure here now, and Parker in trouble. With the elbow drop there on that left knee, and continuing to work on that knee now, as you see the submission locked here, and she grabs the heel, wraps the hip, and she's got those legs wrapped around that ankle as she twists that leg as much as possible here, trying to force Jada Parker to tap out. And I got to tell you, man, Parker could ill afford to lose this matchup here. This is not what she needs. And there goes a nice comeback there. Parker able to now get out of that submission hold, but man, can she stand up on that left knee? And then, oh, Natty taking advantage with a kick to the chest and a clubby blow to the spine. Drops Parker, and now in the ring. Natty continuing to try to work on that left knee here. And oh, the kicks right to the back of the thigh. And oh, slamming down that knee to the mat. Natty continuing to cause pain and now mocking Jada Parker is Natalya. And oh, the slap to Parker again. Natty getting pretty nasty with those slaps, dude. And now Parker trying to get some momentum back here, but Natalya quickly knocks that out and definitely in control here. And oh, man, wrapping her leg around that left knee, almost a figure four type leg lock, a butterfly lock, if you will. And yeah, she's just now torquing that left knee, keeping the pressure on, wrapped around her right thigh. Oh, my goodness. And wait a minute, Parker, though, able to counter, and Natty gets to the bottom rope. So Natalya seeing that was about to be countered, and wait a minute, oh, the cloverleaf! The submission locked in by Jada Parker now, and she tries to force Natty to tap out here on NXT. And Jada Parker now trying to gain some momentum back here, and oh, to the bottom rope here is Natty. And oh, wait a minute, a nice roll up here, and a kick out at 2. And now Natty taking down Jada Parker here once again as she continues. Uh-oh, looking for the sharpshooter, but Jada Parker able to kick her way out of it. Now back in this matchup, a huge elbow there from Natty, and a spinning clothesline takes down Jada Parker. And now the cover here, and a kick out at 2.
Look at the eyes of Jada right there. Look at the body length. It tells me a whole lot.
And now Jada Parker trying to battle back here and put some weight on that left knee. In the corner here. Oh, Natalya misses. She's thrown to the outside ring apron, but grabs the hair of Parker. But Parker responds with a couple of knees. And wait a minute now. The leg. Oh, the Russian leg sweep wrapped around the middle rope. As that leg wrapped around that middle rope, and now Jada Parker clinching at that left knee. This does not look good for Parker. And now Natalya again slamming down that knee and ankle on the left leg of Parker. Now Natty back to her feet. Parker, uh-oh, catches Natty on her shoulders here. Trying to hold on, and the slam connects. But the knee buckled there, and now Parker trying to get back in this matchup.
Still compromised right now, but you got to be able to fight through the pain. That's what adrenaline factor is about to kick in right now.
NXT Universe trying to...
All right, so these two still trying to get back to their feet. I don't know why Finn Balor's becoming my favorite wrestler at the moment. He's really good. He's fun to watch. A big right hand and a right elbow there from Natty. A huge right, and Parker and Natty just keep exchanging blows back and forth here, lefts and rights. And now taking down Parker, the roll up here, but wait a minute, Natty. Oh, the counter by Parker, I think. And oh, Natty able to counter that counter. And now we see here looking for a suplex, but Parker able to hit it. A beautiful suplex, the cover here. And a kick out at 2. Where the hell is Shinsuke Nakamura? IDK. Yeah, that's your answer right there, brother. IDK. I don't know. I know they've got Nakamura on a new contract, but they just don't have him in any storylines right now. So in the corner, Natty, misses with that kick, and now Jada Parker has Natty where she wants her again. But I don't know, should Parker go for this move here? And oh, she did, but the left knee misses, and now Natty takes advantage, slamming the head of Parker in the turnbuckle, and now Jada gets caught here. Natty with the beautiful slam into the pinning combination, but a kick out at 2. And now Jada Parker able to kick out, but does she have anything left here as she went for that hypnotic, and Natty was able to counter and hits it with that perfect slam to a pinning combination. And now Natty, after the kick to the head here, looking for that sharpshooter, I think. And yes, here it comes after working on that left knee. Now here comes the sharpshooter as she looks to put Jada Parker down and force her to submit. And Parker crawling her way outside the ring, but wait a minute here. I don't know what she's trying to do. As she does get outside the ring, forcing Natty to break the sharpshooter hold. And throwing her right into the steel steps. Natty's left knee, or right knee, excuse me, goes right into the steel steps. And now the referee making his count as Jada Parker tries to get blood back into her knee. And now Natty limping a little bit here, trying to get back inside the ring. And taking out that knee is Jada Parker, and talk about fair game. And now Parker finds her way to get some momentum back. And could she be thinking what I'm thinking she's doing? Yes! Jada Parker going for the sharpshooter on Natty! Will she make Natty tap out to her own submission hold? Are you kidding me? The sharpshooter's locked in! It's locked in! It's locked in! Natty crawling to the ropes here! Trying to get there, but Jada Parker pulls her back to the middle of the ring!
What's going on here?
And now we see on the outside, you're going to throw in the towel for Natty here?
Natty is not moving.
And oh man, Natty is not moving here. Parker trying to force the submission. And wait a minute, they threw in the towel. And here's your winner by submission, Jada Parker.
The towel get thrown in. Natty's pissed. Because Thea Hale.
Oh, it was Thea Hale.
It just cost Natty.
Who threw in the towel and just cost Natty a match here. Whoa. I don't think I seen that coming. And you see there, they were...
Threw in the towel. You know what that means, Book.
Oh, yes.
And it was Thea Hale that threw in the towel for Natty and cost her this matchup. Looks like Jada Parker and Thea Hale are now on the same page. And Parker gets the victory here over Natty.
Well, Buck, I'll get a little tongue-tied out here with everything we just saw between all these women as we are live in Orlando. It is NXT coming your way. What a night it has been. We're going to be in the underground in 2 weeks for the NXT Women's title. But in our main event, it's a street fight for the NXT Championship.
Time for tonight's NXT Spotlight, presented by...
Bum, 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 bum.
I showed up to the Great American Bash with a purpose. I told you, Naraku, I was showing up for war. But this message is for my next challenger, whoever you are. You saw what I'm willing to do to defend this championship. The question is, what are you willing to do to take it from me? There isn't a man in that locker room who's willing to swim in deep waters and take this championship from Tony D.
And Naraku with the poison mist, and then taking down Tony D'Angelo once again. Fire has already made you question your career. I have blurred your path forward as a champion, says Naruku. You have done your research on my career, but you still have no idea what I'm capable of. Including becoming NXT champion. And it was last week when Tony D'Angelo went after Naruku looking for a little payback, and the Mist end up hitting security.
I'm okay with that. As general manager, I got to do what's best for NXT. So rematch from the Great American Bash next week. You're going to defend your championship against Naraku.
Good, but not good enough. That's 7 days away. I'm not waiting.
What are you going to do, Tony?
And Tony would attack Naruku in the parking lot as we see Tony couldn't wait. And it is a street fight matchup after that parking lot brawl. And it will be for the NXT Championship here tonight.
is pain. Bring it to light.
And guys, the culling, with only 2 members, still have their entrance. Interesting how this works.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
Ty says, what's next question here? Who wins at Indianapolis Motor Speedway? I think it's too early to tell. I want to see how qualifying or practice goes. Indianapolis Motor Speedway is definitely one of those tricky type of racetracks. As we see guys coming up next here in this match scheduled for one fall, accompanied by Izzy Dame and representing the culling, it's Nico Vance! And guys, we'll see this matchup coming up next here on WWE NXT. And we'll see what happens. Because Shawn Spears is looking to battle his former protege, Nico Vance, here in this matchup here tonight on WWE NXT. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate y'all. Don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Ow! All right, thank you guys. Shout out to Ty the Sports Guy. Appreciate your NASCAR question there. Best of 3 matches, says Ty, for John Cena and The Rock, I guess. Good question. I mean, we've seen that answered before, actually, because The Rock and Cena exchanged victories, and I think Cena did get the 3rd match with them facing each other, or maybe it's only 2. Maybe it's only 2 matches they had against each other. I'm not sure, but really classic matchup there. I would much rather, in my own opinion, see a matchup like classic back in the day, right? Like see a Kane and Undertaker, see a Stone Cold and The Rock, right? Something like that, to be honest with you, would be a whole lot more fun, I think. All right, guys. Sorry, just making sure we're running here, doing good. Heck yeah, probably prime John Cena, says Alfie. Yeah, it's hard to pick against John Cena, man. All right, guys, so waiting to get back to the action here on WWE NXT. So don't forget to please like and subscribe. Gosh, man, so many ads. Like, I hate the ads. I really do. All right, guys. So what do you think, man? We've got an NXT Championship match, a street fight match here in the main event. Are you guys picking Tony D'Angelo, or are you picking Naruku in our main event here tonight? And guys, just as we talked about earlier in the show here, looks like Thea Hale may be starting to get a little bit of a push here, guys. Like I said, she's definitely one of the more popular women superstars right now, especially on social media with WWE NXT. So teaming her up with Jada Parker against Natty and her cohorts, I think this is a great idea. And honestly, man, NXT is a little underrated, man. I think their storylines have been a little bit more compelling and consistent than we have seen from the main roster going on a year, 2 years right now. So honestly, man, I mean, that's why you're seeing guys like Trick Williams, Carmelo Hayes, they're dominating right now. Oba Femi, right? These guys came into NXT and they did some really big things with the show, and that's really helped them with their hype on the main roster. And honestly, I think that's really helped with NXT being a show that people really like to come to and check out, because you really don't know what to expect week from week. They really keep you on your toes in a good way. I think they really keep you guessing on what storylines are going to happen, who's going to beef with who's going to fight with who's going to brawl with who, right? Who's going to disrespect who, especially with the women's division, guys. Every time they've got a cutscene and they go to the back locker room on NXT in the women's locker room and they're talking and you just know a fight or a brawl or something's about to happen, it is so cool to watch, honestly. KC, what's up, brother? How we doing, man? KC in the chat. What's up, Kenneth Clark 24? How we doing, brother? Hey, all my friends. How are y'all doing tonight? I'm doing good. Well, I'm doing good, buddy. I hope you're doing good, man. Let's go. Heck yeah. All right, guys. Don't forget to please like and subscribe to the channel. As we wait to get back to the action. All right, guys, don't forget NASCAR's O'Reilly Auto Parts Series will be in
Car
Indianapolis
service is
on
on
Saturday.
the way. All right, I can't wait to see you later.
already.
Bye.
Oh.
All right, Kalani, I'm all yours.
Okay, whatever. Watch this and watch this closely.
I'm watching.
Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3. Clearly, I was robbed. That ref cannot count.
I see where you're coming from, but it's borderline, Kalani.
Borderline?
Yeah.
Are you watching the same that I'm watching?
Look.
I should be #1 contender.
A referee's decision is final. I'm sorry.
Final?
Yes.
And you call yourself a man of integrity? Screwed over once again.
A referee's decision is final, Kalani. Come on.
So Kalani Jordan complaining, and
I
as we
got your
see,
message. Done deal. Next week, you guys in birthday.
OMG.
Bronco, we got to talk about Heat Wave, though.
Heat Wave. Well, yeah, let's talk about it. Let's do that.
Well, it's just AAA and NXT have a show on the same day, and because Bronco and NXT is part of OTM, but in AAA he's part of Los Perros del Mal, we just got to figure out what show he's doing.
Oh.
We could talk about it in private, if that's easier.
All right, then, boys. All right, tell me later. Yeah.
OTM. Oh man, guys, out the mud could be splitting up here with one of their members now a big part of a faction in AAA. Oh boy, this is going to be interesting. And all right, guys, already in the ring, it's Nico Vance, and making his way to the ring, his opponent.
Will ultimately prevail. But there is pain, bringing it to light.
And Shawn Spears is here already inside the ring. And Nico Vance has no idea as the bell rings. Here goes Shawn Spears taking out Nico Vance with the clothesline. And now onto the outside. Here goes Shawn Spears right after Nico. And bashing his head off the side of the ring apron.
This is his third stint in the WWE. People have been questioning him, calling him out, but all he needs to do is get that one victory to turn.
And now reversing that was Nico Vance, as you hear him talking about. This is Shawn Spears' third stint with WWE. And now, with the calling letting him go, Nico Vance misses with that one. And now Shawn Spears looking at... And able to counter Nico Vance coming in with the clubby blow, but Spears able to hit him with an uppercut. And now the slaps, the chops to the chest of Nico Vance by Shawn Spears. And Shawn Spears going after Izzy Dame there earlier. And a big shoulder tackle by Nico Vance as he looks to get the victory here against his former teacher. And Shawn Spears looks to get the victory against his former protege. And now in the corner, Nico Vance slams the head off the top turnbuckle of Shawn Spears.
Nico just showing you that nasty attitude through his eyes. Look, as you sit here, what are you expecting?
So now, a chop there for Shawn Spears, who's fighting back here. Nico Vance taking more chops, but now fighting back with the uppercut to the gut. And now a big right hand from Nico Vance. Off the ropes here, and now Spears able to counter, ducking from that clothesline though, but he got caught! And now Shawn Spears hammering down left hands.
Talking about old school.
That's very old school right there. That's really throwing it back and then adding a little extra.
Here we go, guys, continuing the battle. Shawn Spears now with the momentum.
And how he's feeling right now.
And bashing his head off the top turnbuckle here.
From those that were around him, those that he was helping.
Shawn Spears, right at this point, he's lost everything. But you know what?
And Nico able to counter, sliding, and hits him with a clothesline as Shawn Spears went to throw Nico Vance into the corner. And that backfired.
All he wanted to do was pass down knowledge. He wanted to give back to those. He handpicked Nico Vance. He brought in Izzy Dame. He helped mold them. And right now you see Nico Vance.
Now big right elbows in the corner as they're talking about Shawn Spears making this faction what it was when the calling started. And now Nico Vance and Izzy Dame try to take the calling to different heights without Shawn Spears.
Well, hold on a second here. Let's have this conversation.
Another big right hand there
Izzy would
connects.
have the same success. Izzy was finding herself in
And
championship
Shawn Spears in
contention
control here.
because of
Excuse me.
Shawn Spears.
Nico
Spears was
Vance
going
in
to our
control.
general
Shawn
manager
Spears
to
now
make it
thrown
so
into the
Izzy
corner,
now
but comes out with a clothesline, knocking down Nico Vance. And he rolls to the outside, but Spears is not done as he goes out to the ringside apron. Now clawing up to the top rope here. Shawn Spears as Izzy Dame gets Nico Vance out of the way.
That's our question.
Well, we know Izzy
The
just
referee not sure what to do, and neither is Shawn Spears. And oh man, I see that Spears leaping off the top rope and hits Nico with a big back elbow. And now Spears, oh, a big suplex there, connects on the outside.
Shawn Spears can teach those around him. When it's necessary, when it's not. Izzy not liking what she's seeing right
and
now.
Shawn Spears staring at Izzy Dane, staring at the announcer table. And wait a minute, Spears getting distracted again, and Nico's able to take advantage and slam Spears on the outside. And now Nico Vance has the momentum thanks to the distraction by Izzy Dame. But can Nico Vance get the victory over Shawn Spears in this one-on-one matchup here on WWE NXT? We will find out coming up after these commercial breaks. What's up, everybody in the chat, man? Who is everyone's top 3 favorite wrestlers? Alfie, I appreciate you communicating with the chat here, brother. LLW is where Shotzi and the other W superstars are. Casey, I heard MLW is doing pretty good, man. They've got Karrion Kross. I think they just got Joe Gacy. Yeah, they've had Shotzi for quite a while. Although, I think Shotzi might be coming to AEW. I liked her when she was with WWE, man. She was really like kind of had some pizzazz. She wrestled pretty good, and her sort of like personality or character was pretty bold, pretty cool. Alfie says, mine are number 1, Gunther, number 2, Judgment Day, number 3, Might Hate Me for This, Roman Reigns. Oh, those are your least favorite wrestlers, Alfie. Oh, okay. So my least favorite wrestlers, number 1, the Bella Twins. Number 2, I'll add in a recently one there, Blake Monroe. Yeah, don't like her. And 3, let me think of a guy here. Probably Kit Wilson, dude, to be honest with you. I know he's kind of funny and he's got this sort of character that's working and WWE fans seem to like to laugh at him or whatever, but sometimes those ridiculous characters like that, I'm not a big fan of. Now, Danhausen, love Danhausen. That guy is funny, entertaining, wrestles pretty good, and no disrespect to Kit Wilson. The guy wrestles pretty decent for the most part, but really just don't like his act. I don't like his thing, you know? I guess a couple of wrestlers, too, currently that I'm not big fans of is Julia. I'm not really liking what they've been doing with her. And who's another one that sticks out to me? Oh, Matt Cardona. And I like Matt Cardona, but like way he's been going is just like, it's just weird. Like I said, WWE Creative has been weird, man. I don't understand why they're having trouble with this. Like, guys, you tell me. I don't know how long the people in here watching have been watching WWE throughout their lives, right? But for me, it seemed easy. Like, you sort of, yeah, maybe you did like the same thing kind of over and over again, but had to do different like plot twist or a new drama edge here to the story or a different hype of this match or a different kind of match, you know, like a cage or Hell in a Cell match or something like that, you know, something with stipulations, right? It was pretty easy, you know, this guy attacks this guy disrespects this girl doesn't like this girl's going to embarrass this girl to win the championship, you know, like that's the sort of like creative WWE storylines that we're all used to. And sure, they may get a little repetitive now and then, but they work. If the story works, if the certain things work, why even try to be extra with it, right? Like, one of the big things that ticks me off here with WWE, right? All of this social media and influencer and pop superstar, movie superstar, sports superstar type thing. This celebrity thing that they're doing now, especially on Monday Night Raw, is just so lame, dude. Like, we didn't come to watch a wrestling show or go on TV to watch a wrestling show for you to brag about all the celebrities that are there watching the show with you. So here, back to the action as Shawn Spears connects with a big chop to Nico Vance, but he responds with a kick to the gut. And now off the ropes here, Spears tosses Nico Vance onto the outside of the ring. And now Nico getting back inside the ring here. Shawn Spears could be in trouble. Vance going up to the top rope here. And wait a minute, Shawn Spears just caught and took on Nico Vance.
Starting to feel it. A man who admitted 2 years ago that time could be running out. So he created the culling. And the culling turned their back.
And and the atomic drop from Shawn Spears, who's got the fans behind him, and another big chop, and another atomic drop connects, and another chop followed up by Shawn Spears. As he continues the onslaught here, Nico Vance in trouble. Able to counter those Spears off the ropes. Nico gets caught with a huge forearm, and now a kick to the gut and a high knee, and a clothesline from Shawn Spears. And the stomp right to the face as Spears continues to build momentum.
Talking about his third term here.
Oh, and Izzy again from the outside.
And Izzy Dame provided a distraction that led to the headbutt by Nico Vance. And now Spears. Oh, and a beautiful spinning DDT. And the cover by Nico Vance. Oh, and a kick out. Nico definitely thought he had the match won there. But we see that Shawn Spears able to get the shoulder up.
Nico Vance believes that was a 3. That was not a 3. That was a clean kick out. Great job by our official, Dallas Urban.
Dallas did make the right call.
Nico Vance getting frustrated. This is buying time for Shawn Spears. And now Spears calling for Nico Vance to keep coming after him. And Spears just calling for it, saying, come on. And now another big kick to the chest. And now Nico has Shawn Spears rolling to the outside and just caught Nico Vance a biatch. And now off the top, off the apron. Oh, a big left hand connects there from Shawn Spears as he bashes the head of Nico Vance off the top of the steel steps. And now Spears, where's he going? Oh, and Spears grabs the chair, and he's going to use that instead of winning a wrestling match. And Nico Vance in trouble, and the referee telling Spears, don't do it. I'll have to disqualify you. And Izzy Dame on the ring apron, and wait a minute, here goes Lizzie Rain, and Lizzie Rain giving some backup to Shawn Spears, and now Izzy Dame preoccupied, and wait a minute, as we see Spears laid out Nico Vance with the steel chair, and the referee sees what happens and rings the bell. Hey, how about that? Shawn Spears pulls an Eddie Guerrero, and your winner in this one, Shawn Spears! And Nico Vance cannot believe it. What a move by Shawn Spears, slamming the steel chair on the mat. And when the referee turned around, Spears was laid out, and he disqualified Nico Vance. Wow, so a beautiful win there by Shawn Spears. As you see on the replay here, grabbing the steel chair, Izzy Dame trying to stop Shawn Spears, providing the distraction again before we would see Lizzie Rain come out and take out Izzy Dame. Talk about some backup there for Shawn Spears. And then Spears set up Nico Vance, slamming the chair down. The referee turns around and sees Nico Vance with the steel chair and has no choice but to ring the bell for a disqualification victory for Shawn Spears.
Spears is smiling, and the pure chaos is continuing to run rampant, and it's been a busy night for our general manager.
Matches So what is your health status? Yeah, I know Mason is itching for you to get cleared.
Bad news, boss. A little setback. I'm actually at like 67.2%.
Really?
Sucks, but I gotta look out for my body.
Are you sure?
Can't rush showtime.
67?
What y'all doing?
Hey, your knee here is attached to a coward.
You ain't saying that because I'm not cleared.
Miles, what are we doing here?
Hold on, T. Look, Stone, I want to do an NQCC reunion.
Interesting.
And I was thinking about rocking the old tag team here with T. So I wanted to ask you if we could get a tag team title match.
Miles, are you being dead ass right now?
57. Actually, it's like 62. You can't have a tag team title match. You gotta defend that North American title.
You're right. Look, I know it's a big ass, Stone. I will put my title on the line next week if you can promise me you'll give me a T a tag team title match.
Miles, are you sure about this?
I'm serious. Come on.
Okay, well,
Okay.
I'd have to find you an opponent.
You know, I was thinking Cam here, but
Yeah.
I overheard his health meter is not
Yeah.
You hear that?
good.
You hear that, Buzzy? You hear that? Stone, you hear that?
I don't know if I hear that.
You won't believe this.
Okay,
I just got a text from your medical staff. I'm cleared.
From
The
my
Cam Hedges health meter's at about 107.6%. Hey, I hope you're ready to defend that North American title.
You know what?
It's mine.
It's a miracle, but I'll tell you what, if you actually are cleared,
Okay.
then next week, yes, you can have a championship opportunity against Miles, Born and Miles if you win. The following week, you two could have a tag team title match against the Vanity Project.
Let's do it.
Does that work for everybody?
Let's do it.
Yes.
I love it. Buckle up, Playboy. It's time for the big return of lights, cam, action.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, good luck, guys. This is why I love you, dog. This is why I love you, bro. I tell you, all my future children, bro.
And Dion
You
Heights
see beauty,
liking that.
you mistake it for weakness.
Ooh.
And while you're busy admiring the view, you never notice a volcano waking up beneath your feet. NXT isn't going to survive me. It's going to suffer me. Because I am the first, I am the future, I am the force of nature, Reina Volcan.
Reina Volcan. Interesting new promo there for Reina Volcan. Also, guys, we seen backstage was Tavion Heights and the NXT Men's North American Champion, there, Miles Bourne, talking to Cam Hendricks, who's been avoiding Mason Rook now, looks like, for the last couple of weeks, faking an injury, as he all of a sudden feels like he's healthy and ready to go with a possible NXT North American Championship match, I guess scheduled, or I guess possibly in the future for Cam Hendricks. All of a sudden, now he's healed. So Miles Bourne will defend the NXT North American Championship next week on NXT. And if he wins, he's going to earn a tag team championship opportunity for him and Tavion Heights. A little QQC reunion, if you will. So yeah, Tavion Heights pumped up for that. I do not think Cam Hendricks is going to be a threat to Miles Bourne. This Cam guy, I don't really know what the hype is here. I mean, hey, the guy's got some muscles, right? But guys, this is one of those people, when he talks, you hate hearing him talk. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. I'd rather listen to Mason Rook with his accent than listen to Cam Hendricks try to talk a promo and talk shit. It is hilarious, dude. All right, Kenneth, what's up? Or KC says, what's up, man? Prayers for my friend named Betty. Heck yeah, we'll send prayers to your friend there, KC. Appreciate you, man. Alfie says, my top 4 favorite wrestlers is 1, Finn Balor, 2, CM Punk, 3, Joe Henry, and 4, John Cena. Not too bad, man. All really current wrestlers doing good right now. I'll be honest with you, Alfie. I was never a big CM Punk fan. Never really have been. Still am not really a fan, to be honest with you. I gotta be honest. I think it's kind of frustrating, the fact that we don't see newer names getting opportunities at the championships, right? I heard Alfie say earlier, like, he's not a big fan of Roman Reigns in the Bloodline. Well, I'll tell you why I was a big fan of Roman Reigns in the Bloodline. Now, I wasn't a fan of Roman Reigns back when he was the big dog or when he was with the Shield. I actually was not even a fan of the Shield. I didn't really even like Seth Rollins when he broke away from the Shield and did all that. And that was even at a time where I really didn't even watch wrestling, to be honest with you. There was a period right after I graduated high school, so probably about 2015, that I really didn't watch wrestling, to be honest with you. So I missed quite a bit because that was the last run for the Triple H. That was the last big run for the Undertaker. That was when Brock was at the end of his prime. But anyways, getting to my point, I think what Roman Reigns was able to do with the Bloodline was awesome. Not only did they make his championship reign so relevant, I mean, we're talking about probably the best championship reign in WWE sports entertainment history. It wasn't the longest, but it was the second longest, and honestly, I thought every single match was a hell of a banger. Now, of course, it was a little frustrating seeing the matches end sort of the same way that they always did, but that was something like we mentioned earlier, guys. Sometimes those classics or those things that sort of keep working, like, keep doing them, and that's what the Bloodline did. For me, it was a really good mixture of old school storyline play and really good wrestling, because Roman was not afraid to defend that title against sort of anybody who could do it. He defended it against Logan Paul. He defended it against Kevin Owens a couple of times. LA Knight. And a lot of those guys, like LA Knight, Logan Paul, I don't think those guys would have got those championships opportunities without somebody like a Roman Reigns being the champion. When you have some of these older guys like Punk being champion again, like, I'm not saying he doesn't deserve it, but I just think there's a lot more deserving people on the roster that could be champion right now. Like, think about it. They better put a championship belt around Obafemi like ASAP. I am not playing, dude. I don't care if it's the U.S. title, the Intercontinental title, the WWE title, the World title. I don't care. You need to get a championship belt around this man because he's got the momentum like we've seen from Penta. I think Penta's been one of the few bright spots of WWE where they brought in somebody new, they really developed a storyline with him very well, got the fans very interested and invested, and now he's one of the best defending champions in WWE right now, defending that title more than any other defending champion right now, with him being the men's Intercontinental champion. So we'll see how things go, man. I just want to see WWE start to increase a little bit better with their storylines, man. All right, guys, so our next match is scheduled for one fall. And introducing first, it's Skylar Ray! And the LFG regular looking to get her name known here on the NXT roster. But, ladies and gentlemen, making her way to the ring, the powerful, the volcanic, Reina Volcana!
And her opponent from Puerto Plata, Dominican Republic, Reina Volcana!
So Reina Volcan, excuse me, I mispronounced that last name. So Reina Volcan, man, this lady is built, dude. You can not only see the muscles, but you can also see this lady is not here to play games. She is here for business.
To the Nebula, baby. Oh, yes. Well, her disposal of Tatum Paxley was talked about on social media.
That's right, guys. Renee Volcan able to take down a former NXT Women's North American Champion. And now she takes on Skylar Ray. As this matchup gets started here, the much smaller Skylar Ray going after the bigger, as she gets slammed down. No problem there. As Reina Volcana.
I hate to say it this way.
Now another tie-up here in Reina. Oh, a big slam there to Skylar. And oh, man, this is not looking good for her. Uh-oh, missing right there. Going to the side. Headlock now is Skylar, but she gets picked up with ease. But Dak down to the mat here and continuing to battle. But now off the ropes goes Skylar, and a big shoulder takedown by Volcan. Now over the top there, and sliding Ray. Uh-oh, Skylar off the ropes, slam down in the ferocity, but a kick out it too. And man, Skylar took a big slam there. And now, oh, moving out of the way, the face hitting the top turnbuckle, and now Skylar able to battle back here.
You have given her high praise on your radio show.
And now, oh, continuing to battle here as we see there, the nice moves by Skylar, and another elbow in the corner, and now building momentum off the ropes here. But wait a minute, and Reina just takes her down with a big backbreaker, and now off the ropes, a diving elbow, slam down to Skylar, and now a jumping elbow to the back. And now the cover here. And a kick out at 2.
I feel like Reina Volkan is going to go.
So Reina Volkan continuing to dominate here.
Quickly, man.
Way to step out on the ledge on that one there, Book. But how has the women's division changed with this arrival? And right now, bending.
Now going with a submission hold here, bending the arms of Skylar Ray back behind her. And Skylar trying to battle out of this here.
You look at the stats.
And trying to get the crowd behind her.
That airport test, she definitely checks
back to her feet now is Skylar.
I'm gonna tell you, everybody notices.
And roll through there, and the kick connects to the chin. But wait a minute, missing with that diving elbow is Volcana. And now, Skylar going right after her here, missing with those right hands. And now Skylar with her right hands connecting here, a big elbow. But now off the ropes here, Skylar reversed here. Oh, but a diving shoulder takes down Lorena. And now Volcana grabs Skylar, and what a beautiful spinning bulldog! The cover by Skylar here, and a kick out at 2. And this would be a huge victory over Volkan if Skylar's able to pull off the victory now. As Reina's back to her feet, Skylar gets caught, and slammed down to the middle of the mat. And that could be the beginning of the end. And now up on the shoulders of Reina Volcana. And Volkan, the back torture rack as Skylar's forced to tap out. The Reina Volkan is your winner of this matchup. And it did not take long for her to make her presence known. A beautiful match in the submission hold there with that back rack torture rack as she gets the victory here in this one. And the Reina Volkan with a huge victory here, and we see Robert Stone backstage.
Before the main event.
Hey, Stone.
Hey, Shiloh. I'm just trying to have something to eat before the street fight. You want some KFC popcorn chicken? Oh, you probably can't because the Danhausen 2 thing, right? That is not cursed, is it?
I'm not cursed, Stone. This side of me has been here for a long time.
What do you mean?
No, usually I let the energy in the room decide when to let it out. But with Tristan Angels, it's hard to control. He tried to embarrass me, Stone. Now vengeance consumes me.
Oh boy.
The fog is coming for Tristan and he needs to be put down. Do you understand me? Do you hear me, Stone?
Yeah, I do hear you. How about next week you and Tristan in a match?
Next week?
Right? Yeah.
Oh, sweet, Stone. Thank you so much, bro. Man, I'm not a new tooth really works up an appetite. Also, how'd you know I love KFC popcorn chicken?
Yeah.
This stuff is finger looking good.
No problem. There's plenty.
Is all this up for grabs?
I was actually gonna.
Thank you, man.
You're welcome.
So good.
Shiloh, always good chatting with you.
Oh boy.
I really felt like some KFC popcorn chicken.
And Robert Stone getting involved with the KFC branding here, going crazy as they've got the NXT popcorn chicken, the KFC popcorn chicken on NXT. Look, I'm mixing up my 3 letters. Oh my goodness. Wait a minute here.
This must be who Stone's been on the phone with all day.
Someone arriving to the arena in a black Escalade.
All right.
And of course, we go to commercial break. Are you kidding me here? Are you kidding me here? Come on. Jeez. I had babysitting for dinner tonight? What? Okay. Alfie, the United States needs to change the winners because I always see Sammy, Carmelo, and Trick, and Ricky Saints. There should be different people having a shot like Joe Henry and Von Evans. I agree, man. Like, Ricky Saints, pretty good wrestler, pretty good on the mic in front of the camera as well. But better than Javon Evans or Joe Henry? No. Let's see, who else you have here? Trick Williams, yeah. Trick Williams does belong where he is, man. I'm sorry, man. He gets such a pop from those live crowds. You have got to have Trick Williams exactly where he's at. He belongs as the United States champion. That's one of those champions they've got right along with Penta. Let's see here. Sammy. Yeah, I like Sammy, but I don't think I would say that like Sammy is beloved, right? Like I don't necessarily think that there are a boatload of fans out there that are rooting for Sami Zayn all the time. And honestly, like I think Sammy too has done a little bit better as a heel throughout his career than he has as a babyface. And honestly, I feel like he's one of those guys that without Kevin Owens being around, I think it just sucks for him, right? Because like Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, those guys are like this. Like they sort of should be a tag team or having a rivalry or whatever, right? But I don't know. I don't know. Sami Zayn to me is probably the same thing we've heard the criticism on WWE programming from a lot of other influencers and from people who cover the NFL is that I'm certain that Sami Zayn is just seen as this mid-card guy, and I kind of don't blame them for that, right? I don't know if he's necessarily a top guy, if you ask me. And Carmelo, I like what Carmelo has done. Carmelo has done enough to intrigue me. He's really good, in my opinion, in front of the microphone. Even better in the ring. He's a very, very good wrestler. Really good to work with. I thought the matches with him and Ilya Dragunov were absolutely incredible. So, Alfie, you kind of see my take there on that, man. I do think that WWE Creative, though, needs to be a little bit more, I don't want to say picky, but they need to be a little bit more precise in the way that they're trying to get these storylines out there, man. You know, the way they're trying to develop these storylines. You gotta have fans invested. If fans aren't invested, nobody's really gonna bother watching other than for, you know, a catchphrase or a certain match. Like it's, you know. Could the guy Stone was on the phone with be Teriyaki or Sammy Guevara? Rappertus, what's up, man? Rappertus. Gosh, I'm probably butchering this here. 1167. Appreciate your question. I'm not exactly sure. I haven't gotten any hints from hearing the backstage commentary, you know, the storylines backstage and whatnot from who he's been on the phone with, but obviously it's got to be somebody big, right? So I don't know if it's either one of those guys, but maybe someone similar, like a similar type of name that's sort of with those guys. I mean, I'm not going to try to guess who it is. We're just going to find out, I think, here in a second. If you ask me, we'll have to wait and see.
Will take place at the Infosys Theater at Madison Square Garden in New York City as part of WrestleMania 43 weekend in April 2027, creating a citywide moment for fans to celebrate the global two-night event. Prior to Stand and Deliver and Eternal Glory, WWE
Matt Cardona should have a big push.
WrestleMania 43
Yeah, definitely one of those guys who should be getting a bigger push.
The versatile venue into an immersive live viewing experience for the WWE Universe. Additional details will be announced soon. We got some details about next week here live on NXT.
And that's right, guys. Next week, we will see Shiloh Hill look to get his revenge in a one-on-one matchup against Tristan Angels. That should be a very interesting matchup. Shiloh Hill has become a fan favorite among WWE NXT fans. And we'll also see the NXT North American Championship on the line as Miles Bourne defends his title against Cam Hendricks. And also next week on NXT, guys, this one just announced, it's Lizzie Rain going one-on-one with Izzy Dame of the Culling in a matchup next week on WWE NXT. All right, guys, as we get ready for our matchup here, it's our main event of the evening, and introducing first, he is the number one contender, and this match is scheduled for one fall, and is for the NXT Championship! Introducing the challenger, it's Naruki!
John Cena says goodbye. A fan.
And as Naruku walks to the ring, could this be the last opportunity that he gets to become NXT champion? Or will we see a new champion crowned as Naruku makes his way to the ring for this NXT championship matchup in our main event of WWE NXT? And ladies and gentlemen, introducing his opponent, making his way to the ring, he is the NXT champion, Tony D'Angelo!
For the first time ever, the NXT championship will be contested in a street fight. No rules. This can go anywhere. Anything can happen. And not wasting any time, walking right up to the challenger.
Here we go, guys. Not even wasting time. And oh no, the poison mist already to the face of Tony D'Angelo. And now the clothesline by Naruku. And Tony now is indisposed. He's blinded. And now Naruku's going to take advantage. And oh no! Right into the barrier there. As Naruku breaks the barrier. And man, Tony D'Angelo's in trouble.
He's not here to be playing around. He's not here to make friends.
And oh, shoulder first into the steel steps goes Tony D'Angelo. And now that eye could be a problem here once again with the mist from Naruku. And now throwing Tony back inside the ring. And you see here Naruku hit the mist right to the face of Tony D'Angelo.
And again, there's nothing the referee can do in this street fight.
And the steel steps involved go into the gut. Here I'm Tony D'Angelo now the cover inside the ring and a kick out at two. And Naruku, a veteran looking to take advantage of any weapon he can in this street fight matchup.
This stipulation favors the challenger from Japan.
And now throwing a trash can inside the ring is Naruku. Steel chairs now going inside the ring as well. And grabbing kendo sticks here. And oh boy, Naruku could be looking for tables as well. And Tony D'Angelo still down as Naruku now sends steel chairs back inside the ring. Heck yeah, Alfie, let's go. KC, pull for this match. Oh, thank you. I got into the match so much I forgot to get that going. Thank you, KC. And the shot to the gut there with the steel chair by Naruku. And Tony now still battling as Naruku picks him up and slams him down in the middle of the ring. And now setting up the chairs here is Naruku. And a suplex through the steel chairs by Naruku. And Tony D'Angelo could be out, but a kick out at two. And you see the chairs bent as Tony gets put right through. The spine of D'Angelo goes right through one of those steel chairs. Oh my goodness. Just do that. All right, guys, there's your poll. And missing with that leg shot there. As we see Tony D'Angelo able to get out of harm's way just in time as that stomp takes out the steel chair. And now Naruku here looking to deliver some more punishment. And Tony, though, looking to counter here. Naruku in trouble. Slammed on top of the steel chair. Spine first is Naruku. And now he rolls outside of the ring, and Tony D'Angelo looking for an opening here.
Trying to rally the champion.
He needs to suck it up for every one of these people here in this arena right now. I said it
Heck
before.
yeah, Alfie.
Tony
We've been
D
through a
never
lot
gets
with these
so
WWE
much,
streams,
so
haven't we,
much
man?
To so many. Even himself thinks he owes a whole lot to himself. To come out here.
And Tony finally using a water bottle to get that poison out of his eyes, ducking under the clothesline now, and Tony D'Angelo, oh! Just slammed Naruku through the barrier, breaking it on the outside, and now Tony D'Angelo may have the upper hand here as this street fight main event matchup continues here in the main event of WWE NXT. Let's go. Alfie, man, let's give a big shout out to our boy Alfie Phillips in the chat. Says, Tim, when I started watching WWE on Netflix at the Elimination Chamber in 2025 was when I first started typing you, and then, of course, the Cena heel turn. Right? I don't think anybody seen that coming, man. Nobody seen that coming. But you should have. And now, slamming Naruku into the digital video board now is, we're starting to see Tony D'Angelo and Naruku come through Gorilla here, and oh no! Almost taking out Shawn Michaels, and Tony D'Angelo being told to get the heck out of here as now the fight continues in Gorilla. And wait a minute, oh no, grabbing a cord and wrapping it around the eyes of Tony D'Angelo is Naruku here. This is absolutely brutal. Not really. And now going back towards the ring here as Naruku now has the upper hand, and Tony D'Angelo finds himself not so good right now. And wait a minute, what is that? Is that a speaker or a light? Oh my goodness! Naruko just used one of the freaking display lights and just slammed Tony D'Angelo on the back of the head. And now Naruko looking for a suplex out by the entrance ramp, and Tony says, don't mind if I do, with a nice counter suplex there to Naruko. So back in this matchup as Tony gets Naruku back inside the ring. Remember, guys, this matchup is for the NXT Championship. And Naruku now with the kendo stick, calling out Tony D'Angelo. And wait a minute, Tony D'Angelo's got a crowbar! I don't think your kendo stick's gonna do much, and swatting that out of his hands, and Naruku now begging for mercy, as Tony D'Angelo now going after Naruku here with that tire iron. And missing with it, and oh my goodness, it goes through the barrier there, and now Tony D'Angelo gets thrown head first into the steel post. And now looking to take advantage is Naruku here as he throws Tony D'Angelo back inside the ring. And Naruku's grabbing the ladder! And this could be bad for Tony D'Angelo.
Until you master the silence. Tony D'Angelo.
And Tony though able to connect with that drop kick there, and that takes out Naruku with the ladder. And now Tony, through the ladder right at Naruku. And now Naruku in big trouble. Tony back to the outside.
Holy.
Tony D is taking it to the street, baby.
And Tony D'Angelo is getting the tables! And Tony D looking to put Naruku through the table and finish this matchup off. Tossing Naruku back inside the ring. Tony D'Angelo.
Taken out of his joy, and he's looking now to beat the ever-living hell out of Naruku.
And now setting up the table is Tony D'Angelo here. Our boy Tim in the chat. Let's go here, guys.
LED board broken in half. Safety barricade snapped. Everything that's in that ring.
Now picking up Naruku here, Tony though. Oh, gets caught! A kick to the groin! And now Naruku trying to put away Tony D'Angelo, but D'Angelo with Naruku on his shoulders! And wait a minute, a roll-up here, but there goes the reversal! And grabbing Naruku here, and oh no! Boom! Head first into the trash can that was set up into the middle of the turnbuckle, and a kick out in two. And wow, I thought Tony may have won that one, man. Let's go. Cool Pete, what's up, man?
Right now, he's walking tall and he's looking to.
Tim, what's going on, man? Watching from the hospital. Hope you're doing okay, brother. And now, Naruku able to counter there. And Naruku slams Tony D'Angelo. Nuts first onto the top rope. And now a big clothesline knocks down Tony D to the outside.
And we can argue a lot.
So Naruku continuing to keep the pressure on here. And Naruku looking for more. Looking for another table. What's he looking for here?
This is about business.
Watch out!
And oh, look at the ladder being used here, guys. It's just been announced OTM will take on Birthright in a tag team matchup next week on NXT. And now, Tony picking up Naruku. And Naruku able to counter it. Oh, the slam on the outside. A beautiful counter by Naruku.
Back into the ring.
Great counter by Naruku.
It's a street fight.
And Naruku here looking for possibly his own slam through the table. And Tony, put through the table! What a slam by Naruku! And Tony D'Angelo may be out. And you see here the referee checking on Tony here. I think we've lost communication with the broadcasters. Yeah, that means I'm your broadcaster. Oh, it's back.
What else are
As we
these
continue
two
here.
men willing to do?
Oh, Tim, well, hey, hope your cousin's doing good at the hospital, brother. Many prayers to you, dude.
Is that dead weight?
Right now,
No monitors.
Naruku's doing everything he can to get Tony D'Angelo this week.
Oh, this is gonna be.
And here we go, the cover inside the ring, and D'Angelo gets the shoulder up.
Brand new champion.
And we almost had a new champion crowned, but Tony able to kick out.
And now, Naruku just loaded up again. Again with the mist.
And Tony blocks the mist here, and Naruku can't believe it. And now, going up the eyes of Naruku, and he's now blinded by his own mist. And now Tony with the kendo stick across the gut, and now across the spine, over and over again to Naruku. And now Tony, the low blow with the kendo stick, and that's gotta hurt. And now Naruku's in big trouble.
The issue between these two needs to end tonight.
Hello, Tim. Thank you, man. I hope your cousin's doing good in the hospital, man. And here we go now. Tony up on top of the steel steps inside the ring with the table set up. D'Angelo, a huge spine buster through the table. And that could be it. The cover. And your winner, it's still NXT champion, Tony D'Angelo.
Tony D'Angelo survived tonight.
Good line. But he did it. Good style, this. Style points, man.
And these two went through the barricade, broke down the LED board, fought all over the arena, went through our table. Right here, though, the turning point. Naruku for the second time, looking for that miss. It was blocked by Tony. The champion blinded the challenger, tasted his own medicine, and then just...
And that's right, guys. Tony D would give Naruku a taste of his own medicine, and then the low blow by the kendo stick, and a huge Tony D slam through the table off the steel steps, and the cover, and still your NXT champion, Tony D'Angelo. Now we're going to find out who was in that SUV. Yep. Someone's coming.
What?
And ladies and gentlemen, the newest superstar on WWE NXT, making his way through the WWE Universe.
Has been on the phone with all day. D'Angelo locking eyes with the former TNA World Champion.
I think is that Santana?
The NXT universe is on their feet. They're stunned. They're shocked. What's going through the mind of our champion? Look who has crossed the line. It's Tony D'Angelo looking at his most realist challenge to date here in NXT.
So they didn't say his name yet. So I don't know if he's going to have a new name in NXT or not. But the guy, Santana, I believe his name is. He's the former TNA World Champion. Just crashed NXT here, guys. And wow, what a show there, guys, as Tony D'Angelo wins the NXT Championship match to remain the champion. And it looks like his next challenger shows up here as the newest NXT superstar here. I'm just going to go with Santana here, guys, because they didn't say his name. So he might have a new name here in WWE, but he was a former TNA World Champion. So wow, guys, crazy to see this matchup here, guys. Hope everyone doing good. Tim, yep, the missus is working tonight, so hope you guys are doing good. Well, and Tony D, yep, dude, Alfie, a big win for Tony D. And thank you, everybody, for hanging out here on Tim Reynolds Show. What an NXT episode this was. Don't forget, next week, guys, we're going to see Shiloh Hill taking on Tristan Angels. We're also going to see OTM Out the Mud tag teaming against Birthright. That was an interesting one that we didn't get sort of doing the preview there of what to expect for next week. And also a big decision for OTM because one of their members is in AAA right now in that faction. So we're going to have to see what he decides, I guess, coming up next week, I believe, with NXT Heatwave and AAA being on the same day, sort of competing with each other. So we'll have to see what that happens, man. NXT doing better than the main roster? You know, I got to agree with you, Alfie. Honestly, I do. Don't forget, also next week, guys, we'll see Lizzie Rain go one-on-one with Izzy Dame after what happened in that matchup. So we'll have to see after Lizzie Rain came out to help out Sean Spears. So does this mean Sean Spears and Lizzie Rain are going to start being, friends or whatever? I'm really interested to see what happens with that. And I think, what else do we got for next week? Oh, yes, we also have Miles Bourne defending his NXT North American Championship next week against Cam Hendricks. And here's the sort of stipulation in this match here, guys. If Miles Bourne is able to win that matchup and defend his title, he will earn an NXT Tag Team Championship match for him and Tavion Heights, looking to run things back with the Run QC or whatever it is. And I think I'm game for that, man. I do not think Cam Hendricks would belong as a NXT champion this early in his career. One of those guys I'm not a big fan of, but I love the fact that we're seeing Miles Bourne and Tavion Heights back working as a tag team, back as friends. I think this is going to be very cool to see how this goes. Mike Santana is his name. Thank you. Appreciate you with that, KC. I didn't want to say his name wrong, man. I almost said Carlos Santana, to be honest with you. That would have been hilarious. But yes, guys, Mike Santana is now the newest superstar on the WWE NXT roster, and he's got his eyes set on the NXT champion, Tony D'Angelo, as D'Angelo was able to be successful in his title defense in the main event matchup here, a street fight matchup against Naruku, and unfortunately for Naruku, he comes up short here once again, as Tony G remains your NXT champion. But now we'll see if Mike Santana becomes the new #1 contender with his eyes set on Tony D'Angelo at the end of this WWE NXT. So thank you guys so much. Shout out to Tim, helping everybody out in the channel. Man, let's give a big shout out to everybody here, man. We got KC, Tim, Alfie. Appreciate you guys. Little Peep also was hanging out here for a little bit. And I just appreciate all you guys, really, from the bottom of my heart, man. Ty, if you're still here as well, big shout out to you. And thank you, everybody who hung out here on this live play-by-play here for WWE NXT here on one of the most electrifying sports entertainment channels on YouTube today. This is Tim Reynolds Show. Now let's go. Peace out, everybody. Hope you enjoy the rest of your Tuesday night. God bless all of you guys. I hope you're doing well and you are healthy in this life. Don't forget, you only get one life to live, ladies and gentlemen. Remember to keep those people close to you that you love the most. And remember to always appreciate every single blessing you have in this life, man. And don't forget to treat yourself with respect, kindness, and love, man. Self-love is so important, guys. Your mental health is so important. And just make sure you take care of yourself. Make sure you take care of yourself, take care of each other, take care of your loved ones, your family and friends, and those that matter the most to you, man. Peace out, everybody. We'll see you guys next time. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday night, evening. Peace out.